All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Grind Infotainment. As you already know, I am Shook Diddy, quadruple OG of the city, and in the house with me, I got Lodak Loso. And man, it's amazing to have you here and to get this opportunity to do an interview with you. You know,
Likewise, brother.
you're on a new stage in your journey. You know what I'm saying, with the music and with life. So, what I want to ask you is, during your vacation, what kept you focused and still wanting to do the music once you came back off of vacation?
Music, my passion. Music what got me through all that vacation time. You know what I'm saying? So like, I had to stay focused. Like, I had the time to think. I had the time to reevaluate myself. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I had to figure out, was I'm a investment, or am I what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, I feel like, was I an investment, or was I a liability? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't want to be no liability. I dang sure don't want to be no statistic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is what kept me focused. Like, if I could stay focused on this, I won't have to come and see these walls again. I won't have to be in that position. You feel me?
Right.
I violated myself. I let myself down because I had so much going on. But that one little thing, streets, and one little thing, you know what I'm saying, tipped me out, got me sit down and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Dang, that wasn't what it was. You know what I'm saying? It really was like, it's a good and it's a bad thing. Cause like, yeah, I went there, I made so much content. But then again, I kind of lost my little buzz I did have. So now I got to redo everything. But it's not a problem redoing. I'm just sick of starting over. You feel me? Time is precious. You feel me? You got to use the best of your capabilities to use your time wisely. You know what I'm saying? Cause at any moment they call your name, you gone. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So really, music kept me strong. You feel me? Music is like my heartbeat type. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm saying that music, my heartbeat for real.
Okay. So now, with that being said, like with you growing up in the street life and having to go through the trials and tribulations that you did, like what is it that now that you're back home, like what would you tell yourself if a street situation comes about that to the outside looking in may be avoidable, but considering, street reputations and the so-called street code and the way that a lot of current street dudes, as well as some semi-retired street dudes, like what is it that you would tell yourself to try not to fall back in that loop?
Yeah, you can stay out the way, but at the end of the day, like, as far as when you sign up for the streets, ain't no return. Use that code. That code, you gotta live like that's principle, that's more. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand on that. If you stand on something, you will fall. If you don't stand on nothing, you will fall for anything. So it's like, yeah, you could be out the way. You just gotta know, if you growing up in this life, you know what type of situations you could be in, what you can't. You know what type of, you could see what situations gonna put you in a bad position. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be more aware of your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Or basically don't go nowhere unless it's business or anything. You got to self-control big too, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, everybody can be retired, but it's still in you. Whether you like it or you don't, it's still gonna be in you, but it's not no bad thing, because at the end of the day, them survival instincts, them could save your life, things you learn. You feel me? It's just like, it's a time and place for everything. And sometimes if you valuable, if you're an investment, some places you don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? You just got to realize that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to realize. In some places I don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? I could pull up and say hello, but I can't sit out there hanging. Because at the end of the day, there's too many things that could happen there that could jeopardize me, what I got going on. So I got to move around. You know
That's true.
I still can love my guys from a distance. As a matter of fact, y'all can come where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be over there necessarily. Because it's too many probable causes, like things that can happen. Like anything can happen. You don't never know what can happen. You feel me?
That's true.
So you just got to be aware of your surroundings for real, and be at a place you got control over what happens at this place. You know what I'm saying? You don't got control over what happens on a public road. It's a public road. You know what I'm saying? Versus a private property or a studio session or something. You got control over that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take another little short break. As y'all know, I got Lodak Loso in the house. This is Shook Diddy here on the Grind Infotainment. We'll be right back in just a moment.